In this video, I'll teach you how to add up numbers in Excel. So by far the most common function that you'll use is the sum function. It's simply adding up numbers. So you just type in equals sum, the open bracket, select some numbers, simple as this, put the ending bracket on and press enter. You could also sometimes, if you had two different ranges, let's say you want to add up those numbers and another group of numbers, put a comma. You select another group like this and then press enter. So that would be, this now is the total of these numbers plus those two over here. So that's 5 more. So let's just take that away and we're going to see this decrease by 5. So we've got two different ranges in the same sum function. There it is, 410. The next thing is SUMIF, and the if means we want to sum with a condition. So let's just type this in here. It's a conditional sum. And what is our condition? Let's do an easy one. SUMIF, the condition range. I'll highlight these cells, these countries. I'm going to type in a comma, and the criteria, because it's text, I'll put it within double quotes. A comma, and then you notice how this is in square brackets, meaning it's optional, because your condition could be on top of the numbers. I'll show you that in a minute. But in this case, we need to specify the numbers to add up because our condition was on text over here. So that is going to add up. What is this going to do? It's going to add up the 54 for Italy here and the 90 for Italy down there. 144 when I press the enter key. And there it is. So I'll show you the other way to use it. Let's just put this over here. So if we want to do a SUMIF just on a number range, you want to say, I want to add up all the numbers in this range that are greater than, and let's just say greater than, what do we want here? 80. So go like that, press enter, and that's 260. So of these 5 numbers, 1, 2, 3, or 6 numbers, how do we, what's the sum of the numbers that are greater than 80? And I've seen so many people go like this, and what they do is they say sum, and they look down here and they say I want the 80 because it's greater than 80, or sorry, the 86, comma, the 84, comma, the 90. Gives you exactly the same answer, but that takes so much time. Doing it this way, imagine if this was a very large range going down hundreds of rows. All you have to do is, within the double quotes, put your operator. It could be greater than or equal to. It could be less than. Let's see what happens. Add up the numbers that are less than 80, and I see 1, 2, 3 numbers in there. So I press enter. 150. Is that true? Well, let's do this method again. Let's say equals the sum of 54, comma 34, comma 62. Put on my bracket, enter. It's the correct answer. So doing it this way is much easier. You just have to get used to, within double quotes, you have your operator and you have your number. So the next one now is just SUMIFS. Very similar. It allows you to have multiple conditions. Here you can only have one condition, one if. So I'll just quickly show you here. SUMIFS. And you start off with the sum range, the numbers that you're going to be adding up in the end, and then you can put in your criteria. You could have different pairs of them. See how these two go together? This is the range, this is the criteria, another range, another criteria that would be over here. Let's say, select our range of countries, and we say, this time we'll say France. And I could just continue with this, another 2, but let's just stick with that. So we're getting 84. If I change this to Italy, it would be the same answer as above. Just slightly different order of the syntax. Now, these functions you will rarely use, but you never know when it might come in handy. So I'll just teach you the first one here. What it does is it will take, let's just start off with 2 numbers, and it will square them and then add them together, just meaning 2 times 2 plus 3 times 3. So this is the easy way. Sum SQ, and I'm just going to highlight these 2 numbers, press enter. Done. Now, so that is equal to doing this. Equals 2 times 2 plus 3 times 3, doing it manually. That's the 13. So obviously this is much, much easier. You can explore, maybe I'll do these in a different video, but they're very rare, but they can come in handy.